Today there was no ruling by the judge. This was simply a hearing in the battle over the estate at 4 Jefferson Crossing. Of course, both sides, the Dulos estate and the Farber estates, looking for control. And today, even Michelle Troconis's attorney made an appearance. A court-appointed administrator is now protecting 4 Jefferson Crossing after Rena Dulos and Anna Curry were putting items in a moving van last week.
The house is now secured. The locks have been changed. To the best of my knowledge, Attorney Hugg has received a key.
In the next 30 days, Christopher Hugg will submit an inventory of all the assets and property of Fotis Dulos. So far, he's only found about $200,000.
It doesn't, unfortunately, appear that there are a tremendous amount of liquid assets.
We learned Dulos' assets may include guns stored within the house.
I checked with the state's attorney's office. They were unaware that there were any firearms. That will be one of the first things I do, is if I find any firearms in the house, there's appropriate steps I've been advised to take.
The 4 Jefferson Crossing mansion is where Michelle Troconis lived with Fotis for 2 years. Her items, ranging from sports equipment to a juicer, are still inside too.
I didn't know whether any of my clients' property was going to be loaded onto that truck, so in light of that, I wanted to make sure that Michelle's interests were considered.
Meanwhile, the attorneys for Fotis and his sister Rena Dulos want their own administrator appointed.
We want to make sure that there is somebody who is appointed to administrate the estate that is not hostile or adverse to what his interests were.
The house is now secure, the only incident being a cat who survived in the house, named Madonna. She's 16 years old and was originally Fotis Dulos' mother's cat.
Ms. Curry, who was a friend of Mr. Dulos, contacted our office, and she has indicated that she is willing to take the cat.
And on another note, just within the last hour, I received a copy of the death certificate of Fotis Dulos, and on it, it says that an autopsy was conducted. And as for a cause of death, well, it says pending further study. It also says that Fotis Dulos was cremated in East Elmhurst, New York, ahead of his remains, as we know, being taken back to Greece. Reporting live in Farmington, Matt Caron, Fox 61 News.